Silica, red, silver, yellow, maroon. You are almost done. Who's blue?
Venus.
Green, Fatima. Okay, I will not wait the whole minute, just more 20 seconds and then I will close. When it comes 30. Done? Okay, let's see your answers. Okay, show names. The highest one, Lydia, 80%.
I wasn't finished.
Okay.
I got 3 correct, I had 2 left.
Lydia, 80%. So Lydia, you will have the bonus mark as usual. Lydia. Okay. Let's see here I think the first question, many of you got it wrong, they got it B. Let's see why. Okay. Alkaline earth metals are more reactive than the alkali metals. Alkaline earth metals.
You can tell from the name.
Yeah.
From?
The name.
From the name?
One is
Okay.
alkaline.
Here we have the periodic table. Alkaline earth metals and alkali metal. From yesterday's video, if you remember, which one is more reactive, the alkali earth metals or the alkaline metals? Huh?
Alkaline.
Alkaline. Alkali metals are more or less.
Yes.
Alkali metals in group 1A.
More.
More, right? The question was asking the
Which one is stronger?
alkaline earth metals, which is group 2, more reactive than alkali metals. True or false?
True.
False.
False.
But you can't tell from the name.
Calcium is one of the alkali metals.
Yeah. No.
That's
No.
Alkali, false, true or false?
False.
False, right.
Another one.
As we move down, group 1.
Increase.
Increases.
As we move down,
Increase.
That's,
increases.
what do you call it? Reverse
Increases,
psychology.
right. As we move from group 1 to group 18, the metallic property of the elements, increase or decrease?
Increase.
So I thought it was decrease.
It is decrease.
أنا قلت لك decrease هتقولي خطأ.
It is decrease.
هذا أجيب 100.
So yesterday you told us that when you
Yes,
move right, it's
it is
less.
decrease. Alkali metals and alkaline earth metals exist in
Less.
S block. So which two questions that have this mistakes?
1 and 4.
4 and 1 and 4. So I have to expect that 1 and 4 that have the most of the wrong answers, right?
So I still got 40.
Let's see.
أنا كان المفروض أجيب 100. ما خلصتش نص الامتحان. Let's do another one.
Yeah, because it's nice.
So alhamdulillah, this means that you got the lesson yesterday.
Yeah.
Let's start our lesson today.
خلاص the forms.
Not done yet.
Sergeant.
Okay.
Check the marks and the changes. You remove the correct answer and change the correct one.
It changes. Okay, we will check it later on. Oh. Let's remember our learning objectives. As we said before, that we are following the NGSS standards, and now we are covering the first standard, which at the end of the unit we have to be able to do what? To determine the properties of elements from the periodic table. Okay? We finished the structure of the atom, the quantum model, electronic configuration of electrons, and yesterday we started to relate the electronic configuration to the periodic table. Okay, we described the periodic law. We said that the elements are arranged in the periodic table according to what? Atomic number, and there is a repeating pattern. We called it periodicity, right? And then we describe how the elements of the groups belonging to the periodic table, like we said that number of groups is related to the number of what in the sublevels? Number of groups. Here, for example, the first period is fulfilled. I'll have how many sublevel? One, which is? HE, sublevels, SPDF. Have how many?
P.
One.
S.
Again. The first period have how many sublevels? One. Which is? S. One S. S have how many electrons? Fulfilled by how many electrons? Two. So in the first period we have how many groups? Two. One. And two. Right? Yeah. And then we said in the second period we have how many sublevels?
2S.
2S and what?
2P.
And 2P. 2S have how many electrons?
2.
P have how many?
6.
So how many groups do I expect? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we do this till we find that the 7th period have 32 groups, 32 elements. Right? Okay. Today we're going to proceed to the other elements, to the other groups. We cover the alkali metals. We covered the alkaline earth metals. Today we will go to the transition metals and the main group elements in the B block. Okay? And then the lanthanides and actinides in the F block. Transition elements. From its name, we said that transition elements, it's transit the metallic properties from here. It's highly active metals or non-reactive metals? Highly active metals. And the metallic property is high or low? High, right? And here, the metallic properties, like electric conductivity, heat conductivity, all the metallic properties. Low.
Because whenever we move right, it's low.
So as we going from the S block to the B block, we can say that the metallic property decreases. Right?
Yeah.
This is the transition phase of the transition metals. Okay? The transition metals from its location, Ali, it's locate which block? S, P, D, F.
Which one?
The transition metals, the highlighted yellow one. D block.
Yeah,
Okay? Sabrina.
Yes, miss.
Okay. Here, when we say that the 3D sublevel is slightly higher or lower than the 4S, let's say here I have 1, 2, and 3. Okay? In 3, it's supposed that I have 3s, 3p, and 3d. Right? Why the 3d is not exist in the third period, but it locate in the fourth period after 4s? Why, Sabrina?
Sorry, before us.
Because
Huh?
Because we subtract 1.
4s.
Because we subtract 1.
Yeah.
And going to the off-bound.
It's supposed to start
Excellent.
at 4.
Listen. Excellent. Say again. According
Because
to
it's
what?
hydrogen energy, and if we refer to the off-bound diagram,
Refer to. Perfect. Refer to off-bound principle that we are filling the sublevels according to their energies, right? And they found that the D sublevels come after the S. Like here, 1S, 2S, 2P makes sense for us, right? 3S, 3P, supposed to be 3D. No, they found that the 4S is lower in energy than 3D. That's why we fill 4S, 3D, 5S, 4D, 6S, 6D, and so on, okay? And between the 6S and the 6S and 7S and the 5D, what we find here?
At 14.
The F block, right? Okay. Let's go solve that. Okay, Lydia, you will solve that with me, okay? An element has the electronic configuration krypton 4d5, 5s2. Without looking to the periodic table, we want to identify the period, the block, and the group. Okay? Lydia, in which period this element locates?
Miss, I think I know it's in group. Wait.
Let's answer.
You say quiet. Yes, Lydia. In which period?
Krypton?
D.
No, PP.
I said period.
It's
P.
5.
يا أخي واحد.
Huh? Okay. Lydia, here, when I say period, so I'm talking about energy levels, right?
Yes.
What the numbers here indicate for me the energy levels? 4 and 5, right? Okay. This period, I take the outermost energy level, right? When I'm talking about an element, I'm talking about the inner shells, the inner energy levels, or its outermost, the valence energy level, the valence electrons, right? Okay. So 5 here, 4 and 5. Which one represents for me the valence one?
4.
Huh? Yes. 4D.
Because D is stronger than S.
This one is a little bit tricky, but take it step by step with me. 4D5, it is the valence sub-level, right? Okay. If you want to do the easiest one, which is the block and group, this one exists in which block?
D.
D.
D block. Group 5. No, group 4.
D block. Group?
4.
Group which depends on the valence electron.
5, 7, 5.
Huh?
3 or 4.
Huh?
5. 7.
5 or 4.
Excellent, man. 7.
Oh, how?
Why 7?
We have the atom.
Because we add them. We have the 5 valence electrons or the 5 groups of D plus the 2 of S. Right? So the group 7. Period 4 or 5?
5.
5.
5.
Huh? Shahid?
5.
4, 5.
No, 5.
No, 5.
5.
5.
Yeah, 5.
5. Because if we go to the periodic table, we will find that, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 5s, 4d, right? At the fifth period. So 5. We take the highest energy level we have. Okay, right? So let's do that before we do another one. Let's take one more. This question didn't finish yet, but we will just solve one.
Press on the color.
Krypton 4d 7 5s 2. Okay? Lydia, back to Lydia again. Period, group, and block. Okay? This element exists in which period? Lydia?
5.
5. Which group?
D.
Group from 1 to 18.
Nine.
D group.
That D is the name of the block. SPDF, the name of the block. Group number what?
9.
9. How you know?
From the electron.
7 plus 2. Right? One more to with let's say Fatima Ali.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's do that one, okay? Here we will say okay, here. Argon. Argon 3 S 2 argon 4 S 2 صح؟ صح. argon 4 S 2 3 D 3. This element in which group? In which period? In which block?
Group 5.
Group 5. Excellent. How you know?
2 plus 3.
2 plus 3.
Perfect. Period?
Period.
Yes.
4.
Is it 4?
Perfect. Block?
8.
Block SPDF. In S, in P, in D, in F.
S, right? I got it.
Huh? In what?
D.
Perfect.
Saudi.
D. With the valence of the
But it's going to go up. Up. Why didn't we choose down? Oh, okay. I thought that you wrote S here.
Okay, let's go to the rest of the question. Then consult the periodic table to identify this element and other in its groups. Now let's go to that element. We said that it's in period 5, group 7. In period 5, group 7. Let's go to the periodic table. Who have a periodic table from the front? Faris,
Yeah.
please. Group 5. We said what? Group 5? Group 7, period 5. Group 7, period 5.
Yeah. Page 7. TC.
Who, is it right?
Text.
Group 7, period 5.
Yes.
1, 2,
Is it right? Did you check your periodic tables? What this element at period 5, group 7? Ali. As far as said right. Okay, titanium. But who can tell me another element in the same group?
15.
Out, above,
Yeah.
right? Which is
I can't see them.
magnesium. Magnesium. This is the element titanium, and the other element in its group is magnesium. Before we proceed, anyone have a question in that? Before we have the next trace? So the element is titanium and another element in its group.
استنى الشغال بس جيت شوي مفهوم.
Please take a note of it.
Yeah, yes, I am.
All of you take
I forgot to
a
take
note.
it. I forgot.
That's why I'm telling you here. Krypton 48 5s2. Krypton 48 5s2.
What do they mean at group?
This and 4D is it in power of 8 or no?
Yes.
Okay, طب ليش مش حاطين هيك؟
We have more 3 minutes. Now we started. The same room number. You have the room number, all of you?
No.
Nassar 6347. Excellent, Group A. You are chatting here and then go to class notebook to solve. Thank you for this collaboration work.
Thank you.
Group C, the same. Okay, let's see your work there. Okay, now I'm checking your answers, Group C. Let's see how you are doing it. Okay, all of you check your answers here. Let's see if they are doing it right or wrong. They did group 18 blue, dark blue. Noble gas, dark blue. So it's right or wrong? If this is the location of the noble gases, yes. Dark blue here, right. Halogens. Okay, all of you online students, please check your answers with that one. Is it right or wrong? Okay. Halogens, light gray. Halogens, light gray. At group 17, is it the same? Is it the same with you? With your answers? Right? Is that right or wrong?
Yes.
Right. Non-metals, dark yellow. Non-metals, dark yellow. Is it right? Yes. Metalloids, yellow. Metalloids, yellow. Is that right? No.
The metalloids should be green.
Metalloids. Where's metalloids? It's moved? Oh, yeah. It appears it's only difference in shades. If you focus here, the non-metals are dark yellow, the metalloids in the middle, bright yellow, right? And then the metals are green. Can you see that? Can you differ here the shades? Excellent. So till now, right. Then the transition elements, dark pink. Is that right? Huh? You left something. لا. Okay, the F block, is it do you belongs to the transition elements or no? F block elements. Yes. It is, yeah. F block elements belong to the transition elements. You can see chat, she's negotiating and everything. Google say another thing, miss. Okay? F block elements are transition elements. Okay? Alkaline earth metals light blue and alkali metals purple. Excellent.